Hey everyone, it's Connor back from This Old Farm, and today on this windy Saturday morning we are on, well, kind of by 169 there. We are headed to the Sueur Pioneer Power swap meet for their spring swap meet thing that they have going on. We usually do this every year. Last year, of course, we bought the SMTA diesel down there, and so this year we're headed down and we actually are prepared. Look at that. We went down Thursday and picked up the new trailer. She is obviously, as you can see, a PJ trailer B5. It is a 10,000 pound rating with the drive over fenders. It's a 102-inch wide style trailer. We got some center ramps for a narrow front with us, and our plan is to not buy anything at the at the swap meet that we need the trailer for. My goal is to have to go up to Rick Bork's place here today, and we're gonna break the news to him and now to you guys that we are headed for Dad's place. We are going to switch farms again after, well, we don't need to get super into detail, just there's a differences of opinion and way of doing things, I guess, that between me and Rick. I guess I won't get into it too much more than that. It's just, I think it's going to be better for me and the channel if I go back to Dad's place. So we're going to take all of our stuff, we're going to go move to Dad's and continue kind of where we left off there. That's sort of been why the videos have been there. That's why we did the little bit of a cleaning project last weekend. So yeah, we're just waiting on a buddy here at the clinic. This was where he chose to meet up, so, and then we're gonna tag team and head down there. So one unfortunate thing with the trailer is yesterday while I was running to Harbor Freight and stuff to get some stuff for a winch, we lost one of our bearing caps, which kind of sucks. So we're gonna have to stop on the way up north and up to Rick's and get one of them. But other than for that, it seems like a pretty decent trailer. It pulls pretty nicely, so we'll see what happens, I guess. As far as loading, that'll be the true telltale, is once we're loading stuff on it. But it's definitely nice to have true drive over fenders on it. So anyhow, I'm gonna wait for a friend to show up, and then we'll continue on our journey and maybe talk to you guys when we're there. We'll see what we can find today. Well, there's the first one to leave. It's on its way out. Guess we'll talk to you guys when we get to the farm. Well, there we are. We have made it to Dad's. Yim returns to where it once lived. A little bit of a deck staining going on here by courtesy of the M. I do just want to say one thing real quick before any speculation starts. Just kind of shut down any of that real quick. I don't regret farming with Rick Bork at all. I learned a lot through him. I learned a lot by farming with him, and there's a lot of stuff I will hang on to for the rest of my life, having that experience with him. It's just something that kick some mud off of my mud flaps. It's just something that I didn't feel could continue on with our difficulties we had. So our difference in opinions, or however you want to say it. So I just, like I said, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, I don't ever regret anything I've done, and that is certainly not an exception. So I guess now we'll go ahead and unchain our tractor here and unload it, and then I'm gonna park the trailer here for the night. I have to go through and weld. I'll have to take it down by the machine shed, but I need to weld on the winch mount, which means I need to weld a receiver on this because I got a receiver style winch plate. So we're gonna weld the receiver in that C channel there where they mount the spare tire. I think that's gonna be a pretty good spot to to do that. So we can weld to this, and then we can weld it to this front plate here, and have a pretty good amount of support, I think. So the only thing is, if you're ever hauling, you know, a vehicle or something, or you have something you want to pull straight to the front, all the way to the front, you won't be able to. But I don't think it'll be a super, I don't think that will be a super major issue. So anyhow, we're going to unchain, unload the M here, and we'll talk to you guys in a little bit, I guess. Well, there we go. We're unhooked, unloaded, and parked for the time being. When we get that spot totally and kind of completely cleaned out where we were working on last weekend, that's where these guys are going to get parked, the few tractors that I have. So the old M here still runs, but she's got some carburetor issues. I think that gasoline that we have has some water in it, so I'm going to have to dump the gasoline and possibly crack open the carburetor. The float is sticking, or the needle is sticking, I should say. So either that or put some fresh gas and run some seafoam through it. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it's not opening all the way. So I'll have to take a look at that. But for right now, the main goal is to get the tractors home. So we're going to unhook the trailer and leave it here at the farm for the night. I have to, like I said, go through and put the winch mount on, so that's probably going to be a tomorrow project. Tomorrow's being Sunday. So I will show you guys what we picked up down here, down at Sueur. The first thing we collected is this one-way international hydraulic cylinder next to the two-way international hydraulic cylinder. This one we picked up down at the Graves auction down in Mazeppa, and then this is the one we picked up at Sueur today. This I'm hoping I can maybe use on the plow, or maybe this one. I'm not sure which yet, but we'll find. Hopefully out of one of the two there, I can put one of them on that 3-bottom plow that I got that's hydraulically lifted. We also come over to the side of the truck. In the cab here, we picked up some gauges from Mr. Evergreen Restorations. If you guys need any tractor gauges, make sure to check him out. He doesn't promote me, you know, he's not, this isn't any kind of a promotion. This is just me giving an honest review. Check out his stuff. That's what I put for oil and temperature gauge on the M there, as well as the gauges I put on the 400 gasser that we have, and I've been very happy with them. So the gauges we picked up down here, or down there this weekend, is the water temperature gauge for the Super MTA diesel, a fuel pressure gauge for the Super MTA diesel, and an oil pressure gauge for the Super MTA diesel. So we have all three of them now. That will be nice to have, especially the fuel pressure one, as the current one on it is the gauge face dances around, so you don't really know exactly what it's saying. So it'll be nice to have that to put on it when we get here, when we get it here at the farm and get it up and running again. So we'll maybe bring you guys back tomorrow when we go through and do some welding on the trailer here. We'll see what we come up with. So if not, we'll go to an outro, I guess. So but hopefully tomorrow we can come out and weld that on there and get it fixed up and ready to go for the other ones, because all the other tractors have to be winched on. So the next one we have to go get is the 400 diesel, and I got to make some plans and arrangements for that. So I can't go get that tomorrow anyways. So we'll talk to you guys tomorrow, I guess.